and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. This is going to be the other quarterfinal match, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's going to be Pink Fluffy Unicorns versus Cluelessness, which is bloody tech. Bloody tech in disguise. Cluelessness. Yes.
All right, so left side of your screen is going to be Cluelessness. Right side is going to be PFU, where we are seeing Maywood, former competitive player as well. Hercules going to be banned out. Option over to PFU, and it looks like they're going to take Scylla off the board as well.
Well, we all know how strong Scylla can be in every single game mode, really. So she gets herself going so quickly, and an early kill can really snowball her into the later stages. So quick Scylla ban out as well. Now it's back over to Cluelessness. And what are they going to choose to take away here? Well, Aphrodite's still on the table, although not favoured at all really in EU right now in these seasons.
That's true. We saw her a little bit, not really too much. It looks like they're going to take out Osiris here. Option back over to PFU and an instant ban of Kumbhakarna.
Well, Kumbhakarna, we saw him last game as well, picked up by Variety, and he can make a difference. And I think EU overall values Kumbhakarna a little bit higher than what North America do. It seems that Kumbhakarna hasn't really reached the other side of the ocean yet.
So first pick is going to be going to Thor, actually, on Cluelessness, with Poseidon still open, a lot of different characters, and PFU is going to go right into a Ymir hover, which is strange. Option to Solana as well. They have one pick remaining. Not sure what they're going to go for.
I mean, if they do go for the Ymir lock-in in this one as well, we did see it yesterday to great effect. It worked out for them. They're hovering some Wukong right now, but that switched quickly to Habois, and that's going to be locked in as well. So Habois and Ymir are the first two picks. So that's pretty much all their magical picked up for Pink Fluffy Unicorns.
On her.
Wow, and immediately Geb and On Her going to be locked in. On Her, a character we have not seen too much of on stream. In fact, I don't know that we've seen him really at all.
Don't think we have casted an Anher game. Although Anher in this mode, I feel is actually quite underrated just because of his impale, because it does the knockback, and because the lanes are so short as well as the jungle, it means he's going to land those stuns more often than not. DM.
Can you pin people with his impale to siege towers? I assume you could do it.
I don't know.
You could pin them like to your own siege towers, but I think you would push them through their own.
Kali. Yeah, I guess that might be the case. I mean, and Kali picked up by Pink Fluffy Unicorns. This is a day for DM, quite clearly.
I love
Is this
Kali.
your perfect Sunday?
The issue here is that Kali's going up against Geb, one of her weaker matchups. Geb can shield targets and make it kind of bait her out into really awkward positions. Final ban going to be coming out for PFU is Poseidon. Final ban for Cluelessness is still on the board, given the fact that they need another physical. I assume this one's going to be Hercules. Oh, I'm sorry, Hercules is already banned. I'm sorry, either Chalk, Osiris has already been taken out. Realistically, they're going to maybe want to take out another warrior, but...
Humbats. I'm going to go with Humbats.
Oh, how does he... I always just assume he's banned already.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they have already picked up Kali, but Humbats and Kali together will make a disgusting wrecking crew if they can get themselves going. But they're actually going to go with Janus.
Janus has been banned, strangely enough. I didn't know they were going to go into that. Maybe they knew something we didn't. They already have two magical on the board, and Kali being a character you can bait out very simply, didn't really see them opting into another magical, but option is over to PFU.
I mean, you can go 3 magical if you've got a very high damage dealing physical, and Kali fits that bill perfectly.
Oh, absolutely.
So, maybe they were trying to think outside the box, Cluelessness, and expecting the Janus pickup. So, okay, we're going to see what are they going to choose. So it's Varys' choice at the moment, and he's currently hovering over Sun Wukong. I don't think we've seen much of him either.
All right, so yeah, SWK is gonna be hovered on and locked in. Definitely a character we're not seeing too much of. We saw him yesterday to little avail, got blown up very quickly, doesn't really have a lot of space control anymore. And of course, without that knock-up interrupt that, characters like Sun Wukong used to counter, I mean, he just doesn't have as much pressure. Over on the other side, more front-line potential here as Zhang Kui is hovered on.
Yeah, I mean, Zhang Kui, big on the North American scene. Not seen as much this week so far in the Siege tournament from EU, but we're going to see him in this one as Dover. Dover actually insta-locks that one for his team, and that's going to be the lineups for this one. On paper, I think this is pretty even, DM.
Honestly, yeah. I would say it could have been stronger if they veered away from the Sun Wukong pick, maybe Chalk instead. But Ymir has a lot of control, and if they get started, it could be very dangerous, especially considering that Wukong has a knockup, Wukong has a stun, Habois has a knockup, Ymir has a freeze, and then if any beads are forced out there, Kali can just pick that target off for free if she's patient. Over on the other side, they're not going to have really as much of an option for defense, or rather offense, but they're incredible initiation potential. If they can force the initiation, recall demons, Thor coming in with Mjolnir's attunement after Anvil Dawn. I mean, the potential for kills is there, but the damage just isn't as high.
I can totally see where you're coming from with that one. So we'll see how this one's going to play out because Sun Wukong as well. Don't forget, after all, he isn't a warrior. We mainly see him in the support role being picked up. So if he actually just builds pure damage, he can do a lot of work because he's going to have that cloud still available to regen himself back up if he just goes for the raw damage option.
So remember, guys, we are still in the round of, I think this is the round of 8. We showed one matchup. We're showing another before we get to semifinals to let the rest of the bracket catch up. Pink Fluffy Unicorn is going to be going up against Clueless. Winner of this will go up against the winner of Hugs and Kisses and Cloud9. EloFishers and Worth Gaming have been completed. You saw Worth Gaming move on to the semis. Actually, Cloud9 has moved on to the semis as well. And then we're just awaiting I4 and SK. This is the 4v4 EU Siege Tournament. We're going to be back in just a minute while we get this game set up, guys. Stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the second semi-final. The second quarter-final we're going to cast for you today. It's going to be Cluelessness, which are normally known as Bloody Tech when they play in the Conquest scene, and Pink Fluffy Unicorns, which are normally known in the Conquest scene as probably Pink Fluffy Unicorns on the top side of the map. Cluelessness is going to be led out by Frezzy on Geb. Moex is going to be Anher. Dover, the usual jungler, is going to be on 4, and finally Fexez is picking up that Zhong Kui.
On the other side of the map, we are going to find the Pink Fluffy Unicorns riding on a rainbow or something. Varus is going to be playing Sun Wukong, starting off that Steel Mail. Kali, of course, going to be going into the Chin Size, played by Selena, and then both Maywood and Vartarius going into the Shoes of the Magi, and they're going to be on Habwa and Ymir, respectively.
Do you think some of these teams actually try and make names to cause us issues with saying them? Do you think that's their game plan with Pink Fluffy Unicorns?
Yes, one week I remember, I think it was Zalia and Sayo changed their in-game names to In Toys and Into Toys.
Well, going back to EloFishers as well, there's a guy in their team called Get Fishers, and it's really frustrating to cast them because I want to say Fishers all the time, but they've got 2 people with Fishers, obviously. And then obviously you've got Cluelessness, which I think, DM, you have trouble saying from what I heard earlier on.
Cluelessness.
Oh, you got it right this time. Good job.
Oh, it's good, man.
Well, teaching the language, it's okay.
Well, I mean, if anyone knows the English language, it's Canadians.
Oh, of course, Canadians are the ones that do it best overall. They are part of the Commonwealth after all, my good man. But in this game, Pink Fluffy Unicorns lining up with Habwa and Sun Wukong in lane together as a standard sort of lane on that side comes out from Cluelessness, who've gone with Moex and Frezzy on standard support and AD carry.
What is Kali doing in the jungle right now?
Chilling in the backseat.
Okay. So anyway, back to the
that one came from.
Mjolnir's attunement going to find the double proc, but unfortunately is onto a very tanky Ymir. Remember, guys, Ymir gets, I think, 104 health per level, meaning it's going to take a lot to bring down the big man.
Oh, it will, and one of the underestimated things is the amount of damage he can do with that club if it whacks on you after he's cast a skill, because that is the strength of his passive during the early stages. We'll see if they can keep themselves out of range of that freeze, though, as they do for the most part at the moment as Maywood backs away.
I mean, he should really. I mean, once the freeze is down, he doesn't have a lot of push potential. Though Kali's ult is up, we don't know who her target is. She's going to get carded, sent back to the tower, as well as her teammates, as you see all of Pink Fluffy Unicorns sitting underneath their towers.
I mean, as a Kali player, DM, what do you do in the situation? Say, for example, your target's Gab right now. Do you just stay in lane, or do you try and lane switch and look for the opportunity to get your target?
For right now, I'd say just stick in lane. She has the opportunity to get a kill. In fact, I mean, a lot of times at level 5, we don't even see Kali's picking up their ultimate, though you can see the diamond is activated. Maywood with a nice wall is going to prevent the continuous push. But I think we're going to see backs here from the Frezzy boys on the bottom, as you see Dover is just completely out of mana.
Yeah, a quick back going to be able to come out as the minion wave hasn't even got to the center just yet. Zhong Kui, Fex says, going to be able to sit around and farm that one up solo against the Kali. Just need to be careful about his position in case he is the target as well. We'll see as this one goes out. As you can see, Kali does her best to try and clear out the wave for the most part, but has to back away immediately as that card connects.
So left lane, we're going to see more pushes coming out. I'm loving the shockwave push into the Impale guaranteed kill, all final hits being picked up, though we don't see any stacking items this game.
Nope, no stacking items on either side. Obviously, we're going to see Carly go for the chins, but on the side of the Hunter, Thor's going up right hand side, looking for Ymir, going to connect. The wall goes down immediately to zone him off. He's backed into a corner. The freeze breath is good, though, but the Ghostbusters are out. But can they continue the chase? That's going to get him.
Oh my god, that must have been the exact number of damage he needed to pick that one up. First Blood finally gets taken down, and it's going to take 2 really big pushes, plus not to mention a third person rotating over. Very, very strong play, and Ymir's going to be the first casualty of the game.
Yeah, big shout out though to Dover on that wall. That wall was greatly positioned to keep Ymir pinned in there. Unlucky for him, he did a good job of freezing though. What do you feel? Oh, Cataclysm, sorry, Blink on the right side, left hand side used, and I thought he was going to go for the Cataclysm, chose not to in the end. But we can see Sun Wukong went for that Mystical Mail first item.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to get as much damage done as possible. This is going to allow him to give himself a little bit more tankiness, a lot of health as well, as there's 300 on that, and keep himself high in damage when he's sticking to a target. I mean, players like Kali are going to have a hard time sticking to him if they're taking 40 damage a second and they're low health.
Fun fact I learned last week as well is that when you pop your Cloud as Sun Wukong, Blink over the wall from Ymir into the freeze onto Geb. Geb's in trouble. Pop wall down. The rollout is being used though. The wet paper's down to speed them up, but the rollout is too quick. Sun Wukong still hitting him with the Mystical Mail.
Oh, he didn't need to ult there.
He didn't. He tried to close the gap and actually does so. And
yeah, I mean, they
it.
find the kill. It was a pretty good chase, but he had the Mystical Mail ticking. There was no way for Geb to escape. If he just waited on the Jingu Bang, he could have saved the ult for the next engagement, which might turn up sooner rather than later, as this siege engine is pushing very far as Maywood finds 2 people ready to fight.
Does Dover actually go straight to the skies? Vexez tries to control as much as possible. Great stun from Dover! Secures 2, and now Moex from the backside. Great impale onto Sun Wukong. He's going to be the 3rd man down. Right-hand side tower's going to drop here, DM.
Yeah, this is a tier 2 as well. Guys, this is a big push, and check out the rotation from Geb over in the left lane, ready to stop the siege engine. Granted, he's not going to be able to do enough damage to take this thing down just yet, but at the same time, he can delay it while his team moves into the Phoenix to look for an opportunity.
Wall does land onto Carly, forces the stun out from her. She's looking for the aggression though, as Dover takes a lot of tower hits. She's going aggressive, but great impale from Moex to force to disengage on Solana for now.
So left side, they're going to see more of a push here. We're going to get some teleports in. Pink Fluffy Unicorn's going to try to answer back, but they're already 2 towers behind. And with the pressure that Geb has and the fact that they're baiting them towards the mid lane, this could be a lot of trouble.
Blink from Ymir goes out looking for the Frost Breath, finds Vexez, bit of damage onto him, but it is Vexez wall behind him to keep him zoned. The team is not collapsing onto him though, but the wall of the ultimate goes down from Ymir, gonna do some damage. Nice shield, but not enough to save him. Vexez does drop, trying to look for the counter initiation.
Yeah, they find one there. I mean, they find a kill. They're going to be able to push them down a little bit more, but Cluelessness is still up by 4 kills, or rather 2 kills, 4-2. Not to mention they still have 2 towers to their name, putting them up 2,700 gold at not even the 6-minute mark, on top of almost 3k experience. They have the stronger push at this point. They have the stronger, just pretty much everything. They have map control. If you look at the wards, I mean, they are down in wards, but with the way that they're positioned on the left side, these are actually pretty much wasted.
Yeah, and as you notice as well, we saw pings on the Silver Fury. Still some jungle buff camps left up. Both blues still available for Cluelessness, and nobody's actually dealing with them. So they're wasting 18 tickets, just sat there at the moment, not being picked up.
Left side, more pressure coming out from On Her and Geb here, but they're going to be forced back when the rotations come in from Habwa and Sun Wukong. Right side Thor trying to keep Ymir honest by pushing him back, and with these pushes, this should be a very strong 4-man rotation right over to the Silver Fury.
Yeah, at the moment, though, Vexez does walk over a ward, so they've got a rough idea of where one of them is now. Thor might get spotted out by that one on the left side, as the wards are sort of symmetrical across the map from Pink Fluffy Unicorns. At the moment, it looks like Cluelessness are just looking for somebody to fight.
Really, they should be using this opportunity to push objectives. I mean, they should be using their advantage at this point to just force the PFU into the worst situation possible, when realistically we're just seeing them farm. I mean, they're allowing them to farm as well. There has to be more pressure or they're going to lose track of their lead.
Well, Silver Fury's been taken very, very slowly. They're baiting out the fight as Frezzy kites it around. Maywood's waiting. The blink in and the freeze, but the Gold Fury goes to Cluelessness as Ymir pops the ultimate. It's going to be a big trade as the tidal wave connects into Ymir. Thor drops down though and does some good damage as the ghosts are everywhere.
They're pressuring right lane. We're actually getting a fight as Thor and Habwa are going at it deep. You see Sun Wukong going for the chase as well. No, nothing going to be happening there as the decoy returns. Thor just trying to find himself out, and he should be able to get away here with the speed buff, but he is running low on mana. If he continues the chase or lazybacks, it could be trouble. Left side, we are seeing a push from the Siege, but they're ready to continue over here and get something done. Realistically, though, this could be trouble.
Moex actually finds the spear into the pillar. The spear into the pillar, that was terrible. The impale into the pillar, and that's going to force Violence away. So this tower's probably going to drop here. There's no one here to defend. All the members can jump through on this siege tower and put the pressure on. Dover goes aggressive again, though. Tries to find the wall, doesn't connect.
So I think throughout the entire tournament today, every single team, if they have spotted out the Silver Fury engagement, have attempted to do the blink steal, and every single person has failed.
Yeah, it's not unlike yesterday when we did see the ISIS steal that came out. Ooh, that was big, and that wasn't even with a hog either, DM.
Yeah, that was pretty close. They're moving forward, though. They're doing a lot of damage to this siege weapon. Not a lot of push from Cluelessness, strangely enough, but they do get some decent damage onto the tower, about 50%. I'm sure they're not too upset with the way that went.
No, not overall. Maywood did a good job with the wall, though, to zone them out so they could get some free beatdowns on that siege tower. That blue buff from Cluelessness has been sat there since the respawn, DM. Still not gone down. I'm pretty surprised we've not seen that drop yet. It's just 9 tickets waiting, and that's allowed Pink Fluffy Unicorns to get the next siege tower on this map. As you see.
Cluelessness getting kind of pushed out here, but I don't think this is going to last. They have a siege tower coming, but at the same time, Thor's pretty insane. We have a blink. Maywood's going deep. We see the bleeds coming out from Moex as they push forward. It's a 3v4 with Thor actually pushing up towards the Phoenix. They're going to force it back here as you see Kali and Ymir both going back to defend.
This is a good call from Cluelessness. If Geb can try and stop them from recalling, it means they're going to get free time to DPS this siege tower down and stop them from putting it to use. Maywood actually comes back in, looking to try and stop this free damage being put down. Freeze goes out, bit of aggression. Hub was in the background. Great wall though, and the damage from Vartix is coming out as well. Are they going to be able to secure as Maywood pops the ultimate? Going to get a lot onto Fexes, who's the ghosts have been popped, but he's dropping low too.
And all the while, we do see the right lane getting pushed as well. Frezzy Fetix gonna find a kill as Habwa gets super low. Once the siege minion goes down, they might have the option to teleport over. Somersault Cloud has been used, and this siege weapon is still sitting pretty.
Finally, we see Carly try and go in, but immediately the leap from Moex comes out. Impale misses, and now he's going to get chunked. She's back to full health as Dover has to run away. You can see that Sun Wukong wants to continue the chase. Mystical Male applying the damage constantly as he runs. Solana picks up a double kill very quickly, but the Phoenix is nearly dead, and Fexes tried to jump through from the tower and dies to the Phoenix.
3 people go down, meaning Geb is the target now. She really should try to push for it and take this Geb out while he's alone. Trying to take out your target when it's a support or a guardian, in the late game, it becomes a little bit more difficult. And you can see her moving forward, looking for the opportunity to at least force some abilities out.
But he's back in tower range now, so he should be okay. I'd like to have seen Pink Fluffy Unicorns try and go on the aggressive and see if they could pick up some of these jungle camps, because the camps should be relatively on the same time as each other if you're taking them at the right spawn time. So, after that push, Cluelessness and Pink Fluffy Unicorns are on even terms in terms of kills. However, Golden Experience definitely on the favor of Cluelessness.
Moving forward, Solana actually starts tanking the tower. Not in a good force. She's looking for the target, though. All of her mana has been drained, and she will be forced out.
Yeah, it was a good Cataclysm. Dover rotates in, actually manages to find the wall onto Sun Wukong. The cloud is currently down, so he's going to be careful. The hammer went the wrong way, but the wall from Maywood saves the day again.
Blink and Bird, they're going to be able to get out of that one. As we do see a rotation in from Habwa, this is not the place you want to be.
He's trapped in the wall. He couldn't get out. He was trapped between a rock and literally a hard place. And now the team of Cluelessness can rotate for this Silver Fury.
You know, Cluelessness had a little bit of a rough spot there with the last engagement, but they're still up 2,500 gold on top of 3,000 experience, and now they're going to get a free push potential here as Frezzy runs around fighting the Silver Fury, taking no damage himself. Shockwave going to go off. If Maywood initiates here, he's going to go down.
Yeah, he is, and then he notices the situation he was in, so backs away immediately. And so that's the siege tower in favor of them on the left-hand side now, pushing in, and maybe they can get to that other Phoenix. We can see Dover trying to steal away.
Way.
Oh, whoa, he got it! No, he got it, really?
Over the wall. Mjolnir's a 2-minute steal. That's a 5-ticket win for them, a 10-ticket swing overall. They've got to feel good about that one.
Oh, definitely. Dover just like, well, I'll just throw it out. Pot luck.
And look at this. He gets to go back, spend the extra money he's earned, teleport right back in. No trouble. No sweat.
Whole team of Cluelessness now mounted up on this attack here with this siege tower to their advantage. Early wall and Impale comes out, landing onto some Wukong. That's a lot of damage already, forcing the Cloud early.
Given the fact that he has built a lot of physical protection and 2 physical gods just did that to him, that's gotta hurt.
And there's another wall and the fight is underway as the damage from Anher on the back did so much. Vexus is in there and the ghosts are doing work too. Dover on the backside did a great engage. Carly's in trouble though.
Yeah, she's in the destruction. She'll be able to get out, but poor Maywood is by himself. Doesn't even have the tower to run to as the siege weapon finishes up that last bit of health. 4 members are going to move into just a Kali with no ultimate. I don't think they're going to be too worried.
30 seconds left. She's on her own. What's she going to do? Well, she's going to get hit by a wall, and then she's going to slowly disappear into annihilation along with her team. Left-hand side Phoenix going to drop. This is
Where are they going?
Are they going to look to end?
I was going to say they should.
They're a bit split then.
14 seconds remain before anyone comes up, and that should be more than enough time for Cluelessness to show PFU that they just didn't have enough to bring it into the semifinals. They will be moving on, I'm pretty sure, to fight Cloud9.
Yeah, I think they're going to be Cloud9 in the next round. Big shout out to Pink Fluffy Unicorns, though, coming out today, beating Agilitas, one of the well-known EU Conquest teams. So Pink Fluffy Unicorns put on a good performance so far through this tournament, but sadly, Cluelessness just showing that their composition seemed to play out better for them as time went on.
That's going to, like I said, move them into the semifinals to fight against Cloud9. On the bottom side, we already saw Worth beat out EloFishers. They're going to be going up against I4 in the semis today. And we're going to be showing the Cloud9 game. We haven't checked in with Sayo and the boys just yet today. So while we get that set up, guys, we are going to take a quick break. Remember, tomorrow we are rebroadcasting the Shanghai show match at 1 p.m. EDT. But for right now,
real time. 7 CST real time. Just to confirm.
Incorrect. New York time is real time.
Okay.
That's what we use. You got nothing for that. Stick around.
Stick around, guys. Be right back.